Rachana, I'm telling you, these are the best beauty products that I have ever used. See, I have bought it. You have to buy that too. Don't even think twice, okay? Arey, you have stayed in the West for so many years. I will not even think twice. I'm going to buy right away. Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very interesting video. The moment you saw this thumbnail, I'm sure you might be like, which stock is Rachana buying? But please don't just check the name. I think you should understand the analogy that I'm trying to build. In the pre-bumper, I'm sure you might be like, what's wrong with Rachana's accent? But I just tried to, build this thought process that I definitely remember this when I was a child. At that time, if someone said that, this is what I bought from US or from Europe, we always used to feel that that is the best thing on earth. That is how we were actually, wired to think that if someone from the West is buying something, that's the best. And this same analogy actually floats even in the field of investing, that if FIIs, if the foreign institutional investors are buying into some specific stock, that stock might be the best. And there are so many people who just blindly buy such stocks. Should we be doing this? Answer is a big no. Okay. Should we consider studying that stock? Answer is yes. So if FIs are actually buying the stock, it means that they have done their studies. They might have felt that there is something good in this stock, and that is the reason why they might have bought it, right? So first things first, we have to try and understand the analogy. So first, you should check which stock these FIs have bought and what could be the reason for buying it. Now generally we as retail individual investors, we don't get to know why they bought it. They might have bought it only for a momentum investing kind of thing, or they might have bought it for a value investing, with a value investing thought process as well. So what you could check is what is the percentage that they have bought in. Let's say a specific FII directly invests something like a 5% in the company. Now this could be one possibility where they are pretty much bullish on the stock, and that is the reason why one FII directly buys 5%. Possibility number two could be they just buy like 1%, then they check the next quarter's performance, then they add it up, then they check the next quarter, then they add up few more. So that could also be one possibility. Okay, so I, as a retail individual investor, what should I check? Is the FI holding going up? If yes, I may say, okay, fair enough. Then I will do my own analysis. Okay. So, second thing, we have to do the fundamental analysis of the company. Third thing, we have to do the technical analysis of that company and then decide whether we should be buying that stock or not. Okay. Now, just to give you a quick example, have a look at this and you will understand this is an example of CAMS, not a buy recommendation, but I'm giving an example. You can see here that in September 2023, the total FII holding was 38.61%. And come December 2023, the FII holding jumped to 47.69%. This was a jump of almost 9 plus percent in a single quarter. Now, what can you also see is that promoters holding has gone zero from 19.87% to 0%. Okay, so you have to also understand the reason why promoters sold the stake. You have to tell me the reason in the comment section below, and whichever answer is correct, I'm going to personally reply to that comment. Okay, so what was the reason why promoters sold stake and all that, you'll have to check. Okay, now can that also be reflected in the charts? Can that be reflected in trading view? So if you can have a look at this as well, you can see this is a weekly chart of CAMS, and you can see there's a big green candle here. This is the 13th November ka week, and you can see that there's a clear breakout from this level of 2682. Clear breakout with great volumes. The stock went up, it retested this level, and from there it has been an amazing journey, right? Now, next thing you would be interested to know, that is there any screener by which I can, with the help of a single button, I can understand those stocks where FIIs have increased the holding, and if yes, how to do that? And that's exactly what we're going to check in the next section of the video. Now we are on screener.in. No, we are not yet on screener.in. Now we are on screener.in. So what we are going to do, I'm going to teach you how to create a new screen. For that, you just hit on create new screen. Now what am I going to do? I want to filter out only those stocks which are at least mid caps. So I can say market capitalization should be at least more than, so should be greater than, say 15,000 crore rupees. So once I put 15,000 here, you can see value is going to be in crores. Okay, then I'll say and now I want FII holding. Okay, FII holding should be more than at least 10%. I don't want FII holding only of 1%. By the way, this FII holding is all FIIs put together. Okay, so all FIs put together at least should hold 10%. And here you can see value in percentage. So I need not press percentage here. And then I also say and. Now what I want is FIs should not hold and pause. They should keep on increasing the stake in that company. That shows conviction of FIs in that stock is also going up. So here I will say change in FI holding is say more than 2%. So basically quarter on quarter their holding should keep on increasing by at least 2%. Here also you can see value in percent. And then I say run this query. Okay, so now if you see in totality we have gotten 22 results, okay, where all these criterias are met. So now what should I do? Buy all 22 stocks? Answer is no. Okay, now out of this ideally I should go ahead and do fundamental analysis or technical analysis of these stocks, or and both, and then you could finalize whether you would want to buy that stock or not. Okay, now out of these let me go in for aptus value starting with A. Okay, I'll be honest, I've already done the analysis. That is the reason why aptus value housing finance. Okay, now what could I check here? A lot of points can be checked. It's an NBFC. For fundamental analysis, it'll take a lot of time. So I'll tell you one point. I'm sure everyone knows about the rate cut scenario. Fed rates have been slashed in the previous meeting. Everyone knows about that. Now, what we are going to do that in December, when the RBI's monetary policy is going to be, I mean, RBI meeting is going to happen, there's a great chance, all the economic experts, all of them feel that there's a great chance that even we might cut the rates in December. If that be so, is that going to be a positive sign for NBFCs? Answer is yes. So I just gave one point of macroeconomic level analysis for this stock. Now, what we could do also, obviously, we can also check the technical analysis. And for that, have a look at this. Now, if you see here, you can see that the stock has been facing a major resistance in this zone. It went down, and here again, a very similar level where it faced a resistance. And today, as I shoot the video, it's a Monday, the stock has actually tested it and it has actually given an all-time high today. Okay, now this is the price. Now let's check volume. Volume was highest in week 1 of listing, followed by a very big red candle is what you can see here in the month of May. Now we must understand what happened here, so I'm going to take you to the screener website. Here you'll be able to see that in this quarter, that is March to June, that happened in the month of May, right? There was a big change in the holding. You can see that the promoters holding has dropped roughly around 8%, but this has been absorbed by FIIs as well as DIs. Now when I checked who has sold it, there were two institutional investors who were a part of promoters. Institutional investors have only sold the stake as promoters, and the institutional investors in the form of FIIs and DIs have increased their stake. Okay, so this is the explanation of this big red candle. Now the explanation of this green candle is yet to come out, because as I shoot the video, I don't have any data as to which FIIs have actually bought into this stock, but I'm sure this should not be a part of the retail play. Otherwise, because this is the second highest weekly volume post listing week volume, and as I mentioned, today is only Monday. Till Friday, I'm sure this is going to go up pretty much, right? So it'll be really interesting to watch. The volume is good, price tested all time high today as I shoot the video, and now I will be definitely checking whether this is taken out or not on a weekly closing. Number one. Number two, I'll check whether there is a follow up buying on this stock or not, and then if yes, I would do a little bit more of fundamental analysis and then take a final call whether I would add it in my portfolio or not. Now, as I mentioned, just because FIs are buying, are we also going to buy? No, I think this is very much fit into your mind. What should you do next is also what I've told you. Many a times it happens that FIs also just take a tracking quantity. Whenever we purchase any stocks, our tracking quantity is one stock, one quantity, two quantity. That is our tracking quantity. For FIs, it might be like buy 1% stake in the company, buy 2% stake in the company. That's the only difference, right? Two shares, 2% in that share. So don't get confused by this. Their risk taking capacity, our risk taking capacity could be way different. So whenever you make your ultimate choice, be very sure of whatever you are doing, whether it suits your risk profile or not, and then only take your final decision. I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet video about FII buying or selling, and how should we finally analyze it and take the decision. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. I hope you enjoyed this one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye. You might have come across such advertisements on various social media platforms. Please note, all of these are fraudsters promising unbelievable returns through stock tips. I don't provide any calls or advisory services. I provide only educational content through my social media handles and through my website rachanaranade.com and rachanaranade.in.